The Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and if you would like to manifest your specific person, the love of your life before Valentine's Day, then this video is just for you. Today, I'm going to give you the surefire steps that you can take to manifest your SP, and there's literally about 21 days left in the Valentine's Day. So, we are right on schedule. So, if you are ready, let's dive in how to manifest your recipe before Valentine's Day. Listen, this is literally quantum jumping into a reality where you have your SP and it is possible to do so before the Valentine's Day shows up because literally your life can change overnight. The very first thing that I want to teach you here is that a lot of people with manifestation end up having a belief that life changing stuff takes time. So I'm giving you this information before we start on the method so that you can set it in your brain that life altering stuff can happen overnight. It doesn't have to take a lot of time. Manifestation does not have to take a lot of time. It doesn't matter if you've had success in the past with manifestation, meaning you've been successful before, so you can manifest quickly. And if you've not manifested much stuff before, it's going to be difficult. None of that. If you follow what I'm telling you or what I'm going to tell you in this video about how to manifest your SP, and you follow it to the T, it's going to happen. All right. Because see, 21 days is a very long period of time. Lives change overnight. That's the kind of world we are living in right now where lives can change overnight. So if you are ready, let's dive in. And by the way, if you're liking what I'm talking about till now, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like this video. So how do you go about manifesting your SP before Valentine's Day? Here's what you're going to do. Okay, so there are a few concrete steps with manifestation. Number one, you get really clear on what you want. Number two, you create the assumption or the belief you essentially are living in the end that you already have what you desire. And number three is you simply receive. Today, we are going to dive into steps one and two because step three will happen automatically once you get the first two steps correct. So, step one, getting clear on what you want. Here we want our SP, right? So what I want you to do is you take out a pen or paper, or you can even write it down online. I prefer a pen or paper because it gives more focus, right? So you write down the characteristics of your SP. What do you want them to be like? And here you can, yeah, of course, you can mention their name, but I want you to also focus on their characteristics. What kind of relationship you guys are in? What are your values, your shared values? I also want you to focus on what you would like your personal reality and your personal life, apart from this relationship, to look like when you are with this person. Because, you know, one of the major reasons why relationships break down is because of the loss of freedom on either sides, right? So write down your desires out of this relationship in a way where your freedom is not harmed, but you're also in a loving, healthy, supportive and happy relationship with your partner. So write down the characteristics of your partner, write down the characteristics of your relationship and what you expect out of it, so that you can make a real clear picture on what this relationship looks like for you. And when you do this, guys, you literally guarantee yourself that your dream relationship does not fail easily, right? So this is a very, very essential step. Most people uh, skip on this step, and that is one of the primary reasons why they don't get what they want, because in their mind they're not clear, you know. And it's literally like placing an order at a restaurant and then you're confused on what you want, so you are changing your order again and again and again, and in the end, after a long time of waiting, you still don't have what you want because you kept changing it. So fix as much of your desire, as much of the what you want bit with manifestation right at the start, so that you don't, you know, confuse what you want and change what you're asking for every single day, causing unnecessary delays, right? So once this is done, we come to step two, which is to become like to create the assumption that you already have your person. So how do you do that? There are several techniques and two very important concepts that you will need to learn here. So you can choose one of the several techniques. So what I'm trying to say is there are several techniques You can use all of them, you can use a little bit of them, like one or two of them, and then two very important concepts that you will absolutely need to master, because 15 minutes of manifestation techniques are not going to overpower. Let me get really clear. If you are the kind of person who thinks negative thoughts throughout the day, feels bad throughout the day, and by the way, do not demonize feelings. Feeling bad is literally a sign that you have been thinking negative thoughts for an extended period of time, which is why you feel bad. Feelings are a byproduct of the thoughts that you are thinking, okay? So I know feelings are a crazy subject in the manifestation community right now, but feelings are just a signal. They tell you what you've been thinking, like the what kind of thoughts you've been thinking regarding topics, you know? So notice them. They'll really be helpful to you. They'll be a big guide to you. They will let you know what is your predominant thought pattern. So if you feel negative 23 hours, 45 minutes a day, and just affirm for 15 minutes, it's not going to work. Which is why I'm telling you that pick a manifestation technique, but two concepts are going to be very, very essential. So, what are they? Let's dive in without further ado. So, techniques you can use, you can affirm. So, let's get the technique bit out first. So, you can affirm, you can say, I'm with my SP now. Me and my SP are, you can even name your SP here. Instead of saying me and my SP, you can name them, me and the name of your SP. So, me and my SP are having the most wonderful Valentine's Day celebration. This is the most amazing Valentine's Day I've had. I've had so much fun with my SP on this Valentine's Day. So, you can use these affirmations. We are deeply in love on this Valentine's Day. You can use this affirmation as well. Robotically affirm it, repeat. Make sure that you're repeating your affirmation for at least 15 minutes, at least once a day, okay? So many people just do not spend time with the manifestation technique. That's the first loophole, that's the first place where the block is created and they don't manifest. They just don't put in the effort to do the manifestation technique that's going to get them results. Like, so do it at least once, at least 15 minutes a day, preferably right before going to bed or right after you wake up. If you really want to guarantee good results, do it 15 minutes in the morning after you wake up, 15 minutes at night before you go to bed. If you're not an affirming person, visualize having an amazing time with your SP on Valentine's Day. Again, 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the night, right? You can script as well. Like if you really, really lack focus and you cannot just, give it your attention, write it down, and that will, like, it's a surefire way for people who lack attention. Write it down. It will take all your focus. It will make you, put your attention on your situation, the dream situation that you want to manifest, and it will be really good for you. Now, once you are done with the techniques, then comes the part that you need to really, really get down. And that part is of mental diet and of living in the end, or essentially living from the end. So, mental diet is when you are not doing that 15-minute manifestation technique. What are you doing in the remainder of the day? Remember in the video I told you that 15 minutes or even 30 minutes of affirmations cannot negate 23 plus hours of negative thoughts and focus on lack and thinking about why it's not here yet and reacting to circumstances. See, you have to understand that manifestation is a game of sum totals, and your predominant thoughts, your predominant beliefs, your predominant feelings will manifest. So, mental diet becomes very, very essential. Living from the end becomes very, very essential. What are these two topics? Let's dive into them really quickly so that you get amazing results. Okay. So, mental diet, you make an attempt to predominantly think thoughts about having your desire, and diet literally means starving the unwanted thoughts. So you give as little attention as possible to negative thoughts. Now, I'm not telling you here that a single negative thought is going to ruin your manifestation. Remember what I said? Predominant. It doesn't matter if you had like 30 minutes of negative thoughts, if you're thinking positive thoughts 23 plus hours a day. It's the same logic, right? Like when I told you that 15 or 30 minutes of affirmations cannot overpower 23 plus hours of negative thought. Similarly, 15 to 30 minutes of negative thought cannot overpower 23 plus hours of positive thought as if you already have it. So make an effort to think as if you already have your desire as much as possible. This is also living in the end. And give as little attention as you can to the negative ones. And if you're really down in a downward spiral, I'll link a video I just posted about what to do when shit hits the fan. Okay, when the negative thoughts have overpowered you, check that video out. Keep yourself out of the loop as much as you can. Living in the end is essentially thinking from the end, meaning you already have your desire, so now what? So spend your time, play pretend, make believe, be delusional, and spend your time thinking about what you would do with your life once you already have your SP. Spend as much of your free time in the day as you can thinking about dreamy scenarios that will literally, it's literally like imagining a dream, creating a dream, predicting a wonderful future with your SP. You do this and you're going you have major success. This could be your best Valentine's Day ever. So that's what you've got to do. And once you do this, step three, you will receive automatically. You don't have to do anything. You just have to do your bit. Focus more on having it instead of the lack. All right. So thank you so much for joining me here today. Subscribe to the channel if you've not subscribed yet. Like this video, comment Master Manifestor. To book personal coaching, you can check the description box or my pinned comment for the details on how you can contact me. And I will see you again soon. Bye bye.